Okay, I made it up to Sotol Forest. It's a pretty tough climb. This is my first time on it. Let's see how I do. In this video, I want to share with you my entire ride up to Sotol Forest. You can see the distance, the map, and the elevation gauges on the screen. They show how far I've gone, how high I've climbed, and where I've been on this amazing trail. I decided to wake up super early at 4:45 to beat the heat and make my way up to Sotol Forest. Sotol Forest was always on my bucket list, but I was not looking forward to the ascent up Old Tin Mine Road and across Scenic Road. Old Tin Mine Road climbs straight towards the mountain, which seems pretty tough. To get to Sotol Forest, I followed a zigzag or giant switchback route. I started with Old Tin Mine Road and then took Lazy Cow to Lazy Cow shortcut. Then I switched to Lazy to Mad Cow and rode up to Baby Cow. This part was not too hard. But Baby Cow was a different story. It was a steep climb that went straight up the mountain. I struggled at the beginning and had to walk about a quarter of Baby Cow and then rode the rest. From Baby Cow I took Blue Moon, which had many ups and downs. I was exhausted and walked several of the ups. I reached Rock Shock and walked the rest of the way up to Sotol Forest. I had watched the old Buzzards ride Sotol Forest on YouTube. They made it look fun and easy. I didn't realize that my first time riding would be so tough. It took me 36 minutes and 15 seconds to ride Sotol Forest. I shortened this video to 16 minutes and kept some of my struggles on it. This way you can see what to expect if you try it for the first time. If you are new to mountain biking and are wondering how I find these trails, wonder no more. I use an app called Trailforks that helps you find trails and all the details on them, like difficulty, distance, elevation, and grade. Trailforks also works for hiking too, and I believe it's free unless you opt for the Pro version. Sotol Forest is a trail where you can experience the spikiest plants in Texas up close. Some brave souls ventured into the wilderness and carved out a path through the sotols, yuccas, lechuga, and cacti. You can enjoy amazing views of the mountains and the canyons that will distract you from the pain in your legs and the scratches on your arms. This trail is not for the faint of heart, but for the fun of heart. So grab your bike, your hiking boots, and get ready for a wild ride through Sotol Forest. I always wanted to explore new trails, but had these fears that I wasn't in good enough shape or I didn't have enough skills yet. I kept putting off my urge to explore because I had these fears of getting tired or of getting hurt. But then one day I just made a decision just to commit to riding the trail, even if I had to walk some of it. I'm so glad I committed because this trail is such a cool trail. Sometimes in life you just have to do it. It's better to start something not ready than to never start at all. Gosh, I sound like a Nike commercial. Maybe they'll sponsor me. Haha. There are some really tricky parts that I struggle with, like this one coming up. I know if you keep riding this trail, you'll be able to figure out the tricky parts and memorize the trail until one day you can do the entire thing without stopping. I really like this shot. The cloud cover created a nice overcast that made the colors look very pastel. I love the light blue sky mixed with the reddish mountains in the distance. This whole section can be pretty tough, especially when you're tired. Around this part I'm about halfway through Sotol Forest. I didn't know how much more I had, but I was having a fun time exploring. I think this part looks super cool on camera because you can see why they named it Sotol Forest. Sotol's like a giant ball of spikes that can poke your eyes out. It's also a flower factory that shoots up a 15-foot stalk with white or green blooms. The hummingbirds and bees love it. Sotol's not just a pretty face though, it's also a booze maker. The locals ferment the core of the plant and make a drink called Sotol, which is like tequila but stronger. Now that sounds like a drink that'll put some hair on your chest. Sotol can also be eaten, weaved into baskets, or fed to cows. Sotol is a badass plant that can survive anything. It doesn't need water, it can handle heat and pollution, and it can scare away intruders with its spikes. It's like the Chuck Norris of plants. Sotol's a cool plant that I'm glad I get to see regularly. If you think Sotol is a cool plant, leave a comment or smash the like button and subscribe to my channel. Oh shit, I am tired. This is tough. While I rest, you can check out the beautiful view. All these red rocks are super cool. It reminds me of when I rode outside of MOAB, Utah. Check out my MOAB video if you haven't seen it already. At this point I'm pretty tired. There's a rock drop to my left and an easy way to my right. I'll take the easy way. Here's a quick shot of the rock chop. A week after this ride, I came back and I did the rock chop. Check out my short. Wasn't as bad as I thought. This next part I get stuck. The easiest way to approach this part is to go up the left side. I know this because I did it a week after this ride. Hey, check it out. I stepped right into a cactus. Luckily not too many thorns poked me. I just had to pull a couple out. It could have been way worse. I could have flown off my bike and gotten poked right in the eye or landed in a patch of cactus. I guess riding the Franklin Mountains is not for the faint of heart. I hope you find this video more entertaining than my other ones. I'm always trying to make each video better and better. Well, that's my first time on Sotol Forest. The last section of it I had to walk a couple parts, so I edited it out not to bore you. If you make it up here, enjoy all that the mountain has to offer. Check out my Trailforks ride log in the description for all the details on the trail. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more adventures.